So today, I have something a little bit interesting. If you notice, I'm playing as the Heretic right now. I have a sort of challenge run of sorts. I don't know the proper word for this. I feel like it'd be like something having to do with like the grand battle, because there's some... I don't think Providence and the Heretic have ever formally met, but the Heretic and Mithrix have, and in the Heretic's logbook there's some like information about that. So I feel like it's kind of fitting. What the run is going to consist of is I'm going to have 5 lunar items, all 4 pieces of heresy, and once I'm ready to start the run, I will give myself egocentrism. Something to keep in mind. And I gave myself some focus so I can walk around and talk while I explain how this is going to work. Something to keep in mind is that when the Heretic's pieces of heresy are taken away, they're replaced by an ability called Nevermore that does absolutely nothing. So after a certain point, unless I get the heresy pieces back, I'll be forced to rely on egocentrism to do all of my damage. I will also lose access to strides of heresy, which will prove very detrimental. So without further ado, let's officially start by picking up egocentrism. This may be my new favorite lunar item. I love the concept of it. I don't want to goof around too much, because if I were to take big amounts of fall damage, that might kill me on the spot. I feel like it's only fitting. I gotta take this to Mithrix, or at least attempt to. Good grief, that does a lot of damage. 203 without stacks? Pretty good. May as well use my abilities while I still can. Because my main fear is that I'm slowly going to hemorrhage items. It tends to be how this item works, that you'll slowly start to lose more than you gain with it. Because assuming you spend... Also, I'm going to pick pseudo randomly. I don't want to spoil the challenge by always picking a meta build, so I'm gonna pick some... I'm just gonna have command on, of course, because I don't know how I'd be able to do this otherwise, but... Beyond wasting crazy amounts of lunar trying to get all 5 of these. I guess I could use a mod, but... A, I don't really feel like it, B, this expansion is so new that I doubt a lot of the mods that do work with the do that kind of thing have been updated for this update yet. Holy smokes. I think I want raincoat. Ben's raincoat is just a fun, a good, it's an anti-fun item. The 2 most irritating things in this game, blazing elites and Malachites, are no longer a problem. Oh, there we go. Emily, shift. Nevermore. Aw, there's no animation of me, like, squawking. That ability does absolutely nothing. You'll have to pardon my frame drops as well. This game is not fantastically optimized at times. So there will inevitably be frame drops, so I'm gonna try my best to play around it. Pick up a whip. Well, that was embarrassing. I don't think the portal is in there either. Something else that I'm kind of concerned about is that I have these fungi to mitigate the negative health regeneration of this character. But without it, I'm gonna start losing health, and I'm not going to have Strides of Heresy to back me up. That might end the run. is the main concern. That's another reason why I have command on. Worst come for worse, if I want the run to continue, I can always just give myself a fungus or a cautious slug or something. Because otherwise, I will slowly peter out. Also, I know people are, like, some people don't really like command, some people do. I'm of no major opinion one way or the other. Oh no. Well, there goes Visions. That was fast. Getting pretty unlucky with that, actually. I've already lost 2 of my abilities and we're only 9 minutes in. Or should I say 4 minutes in. I'm not of a major opinion one way or the other, to be perfectly honest. Command can be kind of cheesy, but the potential of choice of being able to make any kind of run you want is fun. It's extremely fun, and I'll be the first to admit, back in the first game, I played with command almost all the time. Because there's a lot of just funny and interesting synergies and playstyles that you can create. In this game, too. I'm also of no presumption of trying to maintain some sort of honor. This game is hard. This game is very, very hard, especially on Monsoon mode, so I'm not about to put myself up on a high horse and then get two-shot by anything that moves. This is a hard game. I feel like I will try my best to do this game honorably, and if that doesn't work, I'm just going to go with things to make my experience a little bit more pleasant. Not easier per se, but more pleasant. Plus, a lot of the artifacts are just painful. I don't know why anyone would willingly want to play with Spite or Soul on. Well, I guess Soul is good in theory if you also have Sacrifice on, because you get double the drops, technically. But I don't even think it's double the drops, because it's the whatever the drop rate is on Wisps, I think. It'd be like, it's gotta be like 7% or something like that. They have a pretty low drop chance. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. The double jump and triple jump actually synergize with Wax Coil. That's cool. This build is actually popping quite nicely. Oh. Get him. Yes! This is where the intrigue comes in. Void item. Alright, would you mind? Kinda busy here. I have a choice between the funny option and the actual good option. Honestly, I kinda prefer the funny option. Give me a Lysate Cell. I want to be able to squawk more than once. I could have picked Plasma Shrimp as an easy way out, but like I said, I have the opportunity to do dumb things, so I'm just gonna do dumb things. Pick green items pseudo randomly, and just enjoy myself. if I do end up making it to Mithras, the fight is going to be rough though. Mainly because I don't know how the phase transition is going to work. If he steals all my items, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to attack at all. So I'm going to have to hope to God that the bombs stick around, and when they do stick around, that they do enough damage to get one of my damaging abilities back. Or at least get the copies of Aegis. No, wait, that would work. If it works the way I think it doesn't, it's... See, now I'm second-guessing myself. I wonder if I have literally nothing but egocentrism when I reach the moon, what happens? Does he just give all of my items back at 50% health? Or all of my items in finger quotes, because it would just be egocentrisms? It's an interesting question. I think I know where the teleporter is. Doing pretty well on items so far. Oh, that's a red, awesome. I think I like fungus better. And pick one at random. Let's go with Wake of Witches. Ah! Kind of a blessing that I still have my shift. Gives me a little bit of defense. Oh, what the? What? I don't know if you were able to catch that. Oops, sorry for the frames. I don't know if you're able to catch that, but watch. I could do the boost with Wax Quill while I'm inside of this. I really need to play this character more. There's a lot of just weird and interesting stuff about him. About her. A lot of things that I need to learn about this character. The teleporter event is honestly the scariest part, because there's a lot of time of me just sitting here doing nothing. Barring the healing from Weeping Fungus, there's not a lot I really can do. Seeing as I have no M1, my R is gone. I can like spam the sound of a little growl at least. Ooh. Do I want to do Big Bird? That's actually a good question. Void Seed is top priority. Okay, most of them are outside, that's fine. If I can, let me try and get the Void Reader down first. Just get the big boy out of the way. Also, if you hear an occasional thumping, that's my bad. I actually do not have a mouse pad right now. because college reasons. Who's that last guy? Oh, there he is. More cells. More squawking. Hey, it's tradition. I gotta hit the challenges of the mountain that I see. Oh, there we go. There's another ability down. Does this actually work? Oh, it does not. That's unfortunate. Imagine there's some kind of like spaghetti code there for only do it if it triggers the thing. Okay, purple orb is tempting actually. Going to planetarium with this run would be hilarious, I have to admit. But I think I'm gonna pass. Oh, that's not good. There's all my items gone. I wanna do Mithrix. I wanna see what happens. Alright, come here. This is actually quite a strong build. It's a shame I literally can't do anything else. Come here, you. Imagine how much worse this would be if they couldn't pass through the walls. Wait, I just heard that. It does work. Wait, it just hasn't recharged yet. I gotta do egg. Again, it's tradition. Doesn't matter what the run is, you gotta do egg. Hey, hello, worship unit. I'm gonna go stand on your head if that's alright with you. Where'd that wood particle come from? I'm breakdancing on him. Oh, they're dealing with him. Does it? Aw, my one gripe is that this character doesn't animate the items. That'd be really funny if it was like accurate and it showed the meat in its mouth. Aw, I wanted that gas. And I guess technically I could do the I could pet the frog. Go to Planetarium, but that is a massive commitment for how slow my character is. So I would only have 3 minutes to do it. I'm just gonna ignore that void seed. It's far enough away from the teleporter that I do not need to care about it. Ow. Bye. I say, just go for it. I wonder if it's possible to get every single portal in one area. What the heck? That's a lot of damage! That's a lot of damage! I think I'm gonna be able to kill him before the sun starts. Yeah! Great. No boss items, though, which is kind of unfortunate. I do have to wonder, because Void Reavers have been in the game for a long while and only just now got more context for what they are or why they're here. I wonder if something similar is going to happen with Alpha Constructs. Because we have Alpha Constructs and Z Constructs. A little tiny bit of information about what they are from the logbook entry for the Alpha Constructs, and I guess the Z Construct as well. But the Z Construct, I believe, was more of a joke, from what I recall. But the Alpha one was basically console input from the Construct. So I have to wonder, is the next one going to be almost like the Deep Rock Galactic update, where it's the other company that's also on Hoxus with you? I imagine it might be something similar, where it's either the constructs of some deity or some kind of ancient doodad, or it's another ship with their own passengers that also crash landed here. But I don't know, maybe they were more prepared than we ended up being, or maybe they're hostile to us because they think we're in cahoots with Mithrix. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Oh yeah, you'll have to mind the giant white bars there. It's a weird, it's a strange side effect of turning down your graphical settings. And it only happens there, and it only happens on the way in. I don't know why it happens, but it does. Are those 4? Over by the Pillars of Soul. There are 4 of them there. That is awesome. Also, it's kind of hard to count all of them, but I wonder if there's 21 of them here. I imagine there's more than that. If anything, it feels like more than 21. I actually kind of love this build. This is interesting. Oh my god. Right, there are lunar buds over here. I feel like, if anything, I gotta get strides back. I'm fine with all my other abilities being gone, but strides could be fantastic in the fight. Now, granted, I have to rely on the 1 in 25 odd chance that it gets instantly eaten by egocentrism, but I'm willing to take those odds. Come on. My jump is very awkwardly high. I was not expecting Shuriken to work, but sorry if I've been kind of underutilizing it this run, but I'm not planning on it working. There we go. 23. Holy smokes. And I think, I don't think there should be a rule against stacking multiple copies of that. I have no way to engage from range, which is kind of frustrating. As long as I run around, I feel like Bustling Fungus is going to keep me alive. Or, sorry, Weeping Fungus. Also, on that note, the community has a habit of calling Bustling Fungus Fungus. Does that make Weeping Fungus Rungus or Rungus? It's a question I've pondered for quite some time. I kind of like both of them. Wungus and Rungus are both funny names. God, the cooldown on that is way longer than I would have expected. There is a wake of vultures. Wasn't doing me much good anyway in this area. Yeah, but I am probably not going to do Planetarium. As tempting as it is, my character already gets negative health regen, and because of how long that fight can take, I have a good chance of just getting either one shot, or I'll end up losing all my items and dying basically to fatigue over time. But I will consider it. If I do end up beating, and this is assuming I even beat Mithrix, I'm fairly confident I'll be able to. This is a pretty good build. Well, this is a pretty good item. Again, I can't really call this a build. Now, the fun part. What happens when you fight Mithrix with this? Let me wait for this to stop so I don't go flying off into the stratosphere. That's a fun little side effect of these jettisons. If you have something that removes your gravity like that, it would have sent me flying all the way up into the stratosphere. And because of the way that inertia works now, that wouldn't have been very pleasant. But, hey Mithrix, remember me? Even from a distance, that looks very menacing. Regret this journey, Heretic. Well... I don't think I'm gonna be able to regret this, buddy. Phase 2 is going to be kind of sketchy because I have to remain at close range to deal damage, so if he does the Fury attack, I'll be up in the ring. I can probably just... I have infinite time to do this fight, so I can probably just hang back while he does it. probably hang back. I feel like my strategy should be, once he gets to 0 health, hang back, let him build up bombs. And then let him steal my items and see what happens. Yep. Okay. This is doable. These things are dangerous, though, so I feel like it's Stride's time. And I haven't had to cheese too much with Strides this round. Usually Strides can be very abusable in the right circumstances, especially when you have stuff like this that can work while you're in form. But it's been a very nice, chill run. Some would even call it boring. Just, I get to test the synergy, I just get to sit back and let my big ego do all this for me. Now is not the time for the big jumps. Okay, he's now gonna start doing the beams. Yep. Uh-oh. Oh no, there goes one of my fungus. I think he's about to do another beam attack. Feels about that time. Very good. Oh, yeah, I'll be able to stop him. Perfect. Now run away and get ready for the interesting part. What is he going to do? Oh no. Mithrix, we can talk about this. Ah, balls. That's not good. I can't attack him. If I get too close, yep, that's what I was afraid of. I'm actually dead, because there's nothing I can do. Okay. This is not the way I expected this to end, but that is... whatever, I learned something. Where is your influence? It's orbiting around you right now, friend. Alright, I think I've had my fun with this. Kill me. Return to pieces. You are holding all of my pieces right now. Well, that was actually... I really enjoyed that. That was that was hilarious. I probably could have won that if I had picked up Visions instead of Strides, but I feel like it was safer to pick up 2 Strides, because then I would have had safety if Egocentrism decided to eat one of them. Because I did kind of need Strides to win the second phase there. But whatever. What's done is done, and that was a lot of fun. I might do something else like this in the future. But regardless, thanks so much for watching. Have a good day, y'all.